Before we get this lesson started, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom. We're going to start off in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So we're supposed to be watching and measuring the time diligently. Now, how do we measure the time? By watching for prophecy and for the things that are happening on the earth, by news, news outlets, social media, right? Because the Lord gave us signs to watch for. Verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? Because the Lord already sanctioned it for it to happen. Let's get a scripture on that. Let's get Isaiah. Let's get the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, and verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and the new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. You see? So the Lord, before everything happens, the Lord tells you. You see, through the scriptures. Let's jump to Isaiah 46. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, starting at verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me. Here's a point. Verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning, from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So, really, this is the Lord's movie. Everything that you're seeing on the earth, whether it be good or bad, it's all from the Lord, man. And let's prove that. I create darkness. Let's get it. I create evil. Right? This is Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. You see? So whether it be good or bad, the Lord is behind it, everything that you see on the earth. So we're going to jump back to 2nd Esdras. And we're going to start back at verse... Check 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, right? Because we just read that in Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning. You see, verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And we can see the end is manifest right now. You can see Esau Edom's kingdom crumbling every day. That's why they're trying to set up that MOTB, the Charagma, because they know that they have a short time. So let's jump to Matthew chapter 24, and let's see what Yahweh Shai was explaining to the disciples, man. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall the end, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we're seeing rumors of wars and wars now. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And we're seeing the famines, the pestilences, and the earthquakes in diverse places, man. You know, the Lord just killed 40,000 people a couple months ago, man, in Turkey. You know, so these are the signs that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is visiting the earth, man. Verse 8, for all these are the beginning of sorrow. So these are the beginning of sorrows. Let's get Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Right, and we're approaching that day fastly, man. You know, these are all the Lord's signs that He's visiting the earth, man. Verse 3, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought His judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. And that's why, you know, we're out there making our bodies a living sacrifice, giving our calling to an election sure, man, because we don't want to get caught up in the Lord's judgment, man. You know, let's get the book of Psalms 91. You know, Psalms 91 breaks it down perfectly. This is the book of Psalms 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Now, what's the secret place? This wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Scripture. This is that secret place, man. Verse 2, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Now, what's that noisome pestilence? The pestilence is that missile, man. That's why it describes it as noisome, right? Verse 4, He shall cover thee with His feathers, which the feathers represent the chariot. And under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Verse 5, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, which is the missiles again, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So you're going to need a covering from the Lord in the times that we're coming into. So we're going to end it off here, and this is why you're supposed to be measuring the time, because if you're measuring the time, you're not going to get caught like a thief, man. As it tells you in First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, man. You know, we are not of the night, we are of the day. So therefore, let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober. That's the whole point. Watch and be sober, man. Have a sober mindset, and not be caught up in the things of this world. Let's get the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, and we're going to end it off here on verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. Right, what you just read in Psalms 91. We want to have a covering from the Lord, man. Right? But the simple pass on and are punished because they're not foreseeing the evil to come, man. You see, that's why we're out there warning you, man. So when that evil does come, they're not going to have an excuse, man. Because the Lord set up His men to warn the people, man. You know? That's why He told Ezekiel, He said, give them warning from me. So really the Lord is warning you through His men. You know, so when that tribulation come, when the evil days come, you're not gonna have no excuse, man. So in closing, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.